I just need to call my mom. What are you doing? What are you so laggy? I gotta call my mom. But we'll do the tournaments. Before we start, just gonna talk about what's going on. So we have the quest. We haven't played at all lately, so this is not good at all. But hey, we're here right now. That's all that matters. We got the mission from yesterday, which is the Defy claim ads. That's really, really, really good. The event is actually pretty good. It's something we both have, but that means that we're gonna be having to partake a little bit more when it comes to the sword and the shield. Not sure how we're gonna do. We haven't played the tower enough lately, but that's okay because we're doing so many other things, and that's pretty cool in itself. I need to call my mom a little bit just before she goes. Yeah, she's working. Okay, no problem. Dome Link is your boy. Welcome to the show. Doing well because I'm having a wonderful day. We are super lucky today because I thought it was not going to be any sunset. However, we do have the sun. So right now we have our behind the scene. We're going to be doing 2 towers. I have the tower here as well. We have my drink of the evening, which is pineapple mango. And we do have a salami that I want to test out. That's pretty much it. So this is the Micro Nature Corn. I'm gonna show you the Micro Nature Corn. I'm gonna do it behind the scene. I'm gonna do it behind the scene. I'm gonna be doing it behind the scene. See, it was super cloudy. It opened up in the last 30 minutes, so took a quick shower and wanted to make some content. Don't link kissy blank. Welcome to our show. Guys are doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 14th May 2025. Pretty busy day today. I thought we were not gonna have anything because it was very, very cloudy. So when I woke up at around like 9, it was really nice. I fell back asleep at 12. It was complete chaos outside. It was not nice. So what we're gonna be doing instead? I was like, okay, well, let's play the tower because we have a tournament today. Let's focus on that. Let's focus on the behind the scene. Now I look out and there's a little sunset. So I'm gonna show you the sunset. It wasn't planned. I was supposed to be chilling like a villain and do my behind the scenes. So I'm quite the little busy guy, as they say in French and English, and everything. But you didn't come for that. You came for a specific reason. And that is the sunset of the 13th May 2025. I'm extremely happy because yesterday we had a beautiful, what should I call it? We had a beautiful moon. You think it's an easy word? No, it's not easy for you, for your boy. So without further ado, let's get right into it. And getting it right into it signifies just watching the fucking weather. See? Very, very cloudy. I didn't know it was gonna be something. Okay, next on the list we have the computer. Aerial in the sky, when you're moved out of the alive. Aerial, full of high. Aerial, Beautiful. Okay, let's go. Don't blink, yes you blink. Welcome to our show. Because of more because we're having a wonderful day on this 14 May 2025. I like to start my day with the low and okay, so what is that? Oh, I like to start my day with the low and behold intro. But today we didn't eat yet. We just got out of the shower. I was supposed to take it very relaxed because it was shitty outside. However, the sun came up and I was like, you know what? You feel like making content, so let's make content. Today we're tasting salami from No Name. Now, ultimately speaking, this is supposed to be a short video because, well, I'm super hungry. This is my first meal of the day. And truth be told, lately we've been a bit depressed as we haven't been working out, so we have to make bigger effort when it comes to losing weight. That being said, salami from No Name. So the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you the package. Right, we're gonna open it. I know usually I like to show you what's inside the product, but the problem with these is they're full of water. They're filled with water, right? And if I open it and I make a mess, then I'm gonna be reminiscent. So that water is actually really important. Because when you look at it, I'm not a butcher, right? I'm not even the guy who's gonna defeat Homelander. When you look at it, it's actually quite special. When you look at hot dogs, there is some hot dog juice, right? And it's to keep the meat moist. So I'm gonna take a bite. I'm gonna be testing out. There's no brand. There is no brand. There's no brand. It said it's good till the 20th of May. I don't believe it. Okay. Oh yeah. I mean, this is not the best. And it's far from being the best. It's extremely low quality. However, I really enjoy it. There's a lot of pepper, a lot of salt. We'll be reading the ingredients together. Because this is pork, some chicken, water, wheat flour, salt, spices, sodium, garlic, puree, and that's it. And smoke it. They smoked it. So why? Oh, this is really good. Oh, I'm starving. I'm starving nation. Number +1. So first of all, what are we tasting? A lot of salt. Definitely very meaty, which is a blessing. I can tell you that I'm tasting the difference between pig and chicken. I used to eat this. Now we're a valued member of society, so we don't eat this anymore. It's really good. Once again, the natural meat of it. And this part, and it's crazy how this meat log you'll eat it fast. So what I'm gonna do now, second part of the test, which will be the most interesting part of the test, because it wasn't planned. even if it's not planned, doesn't mean that this is not a good idea. You don't understand in the fridge, you're gonna take it out. You're gonna take out two pieces of bread. Right? Two pieces of bread. Awesome. We have one left, so we'll take it. Put it in the garbage. Right? When we'll do something disgusting at home. We have a nice little piece here. Second nice little piece. Gonna be answered that if it's only meat, I'll go to the whole thing. Now we'll go with the cook. Because this is raw meat. This is very easy to accomplish. It's a little things like when you first think about it, you would think about a sausage, right? But it is more familiar with there's this gelatinous content. This crunchy cartilage is really crunchy, so you have a nice little bite in it, which is something that is quite enjoyable. What else do you have? You have once again the garlic, the salt, which are omnipresent, which is a good thing and a bad thing because you don't really taste meat. It's a good product. It's not the best quality, but here's why we're able to forgive this much. So you guys know the story of when I went to the apartment. I told you guys multiple times. I'll do a recap. Parents came from a family of people that worked hard, people that were slaves to their job. I was like, you know what? I am not gonna be. Yeah, this is a bit too warm, isn't it? We're made of steel. There's a new Superman movie where one of the extra. We are victim of villain number 4. No, they didn't allow me. They said they took one look at me, and they said you don't have what it takes to be victim number 4. Get out of here. And I was like, okay. And for lunch, they gave me this piece of meat, and I was like, yo, thank you so much. This is so nice. Which kind of makes it my first professional gig as an actor. Now, my parents were a hard worker, and I was like, you know what? They're slaving away. I don't want to be that guy. So I didn't work hard. I didn't work at all. So, food-wise, it was very complex. Oh yeah. Now we cooked the meat, so let's check it out warm. Put the bread to absorb the juice. Completely different. See, the cartilage has melted. The grease has melted. It's more juicy. It's more enjoyable. It's more moist. It feels like spam. Honestly, it feels like spam. Oh, do you guys like ants? I love ants. Part 2, my apologies, with the fat finger here. I want to kill the ants and I put in the video. So, meat-wise, and it's crazy because you don't really need to eat meat, right? You look at vegetarian, look at vegan. But from a family once again that was working, I had money. There was always food in the fridge, and there was always meat in the fridge. Like, I remember being hungry and making myself a bacon sandwich. I was like 12, 13. The 90s. Bread, bacon grease, slack, that's it. What ended up happening was, with the apartment, yes, you want to eat what you want, but you still in the cycle of I ate this and I ate that. So meat was very expensive. So the first thing we did was go to the grocery store. Back then it was 2 chicken for $13. But then 2 chicken was a huge problem. See, the chicken only lasts a couple of days in the fridge. So, a maximum 3 days, 4 days. I had to eat 2 chicken. So very quickly, I got tired of eating chicken. And then, thankfully, we're in the 90s, so Dollar Store had a lot of meat. Surprisingly, they had, so meat-wise, what we would do, this is kind of a secret, which is not the review anymore. The review, you know, it tastes good, I like it. Dollar Store had mussel, sardines, and there was another one. Tuna, tuna, canned tuna for $1. So we would eat that a lot, and that was pretty much it. If you wanted to really cheat on what we would do, I would buy. Dollar Store had Kraft Dinner, or an imitation of Kraft Dinner, or I would even buy. I would even buy. I would even buy. What you call it? That was delicious too. I forget what it was called. Chef Boyardee, and it was ravioli, and they had a meat product inside. On my way to meats, and then we came back to the meat log, and I found that at Maxi. I mean, if you're a fan of the channel, you know Maxi is my shit, my jam. So we go to Maxi, and I find these meat logs, and it was one of the most vile meat. My father was like, "Hey, Dad, I found this." I was like, "What do you mean you found this?" And I told him the price. I was like, "Holy shit, I have to try some." I'm filming over here, dude. And he was saying, "How do you eat that?" But for me, it was still like, okay, well, we're eating. I remember having a really nice sausage, because there was a lot more before. There was some garlic sausage. There was some sauté sausage. It was like $10 for like 3 meals, which was amazing. Now this one, does it taste good? It's okay. Am I gonna buy it again? Probably not. However, there is something there, and this is something that is kind of cool and kind of important at the same time. What is cool and important at the same time is that you got 500 grams for $5. It tastes like Spam. So, technically speaking, this is the weird part. This is the really weird part. And I hope this is not gonna sound racist, because I'm not trying to be racist. But for example, I had my friend, the Filipino friends, right? And they were eating balut, and they were eating like pork rind, right? And those are product that we would throw away. I had the Moldavian. At work, they would eat frickin' the pig's head, right? And it's funny because most guys at work were fishmen. They like to fish. And they would fight, and I swear to God, I wish I was joking. They would fight over the fish cheeks and the fish eyes. And I feel like in certain culture, they had more of a difficult economy. Because they had more of a difficult economy, they had to rely on something else. Look at the slavery. Soul food came out of slavery. Soul food is what? Soul food, and I'm sorry if I'm offending people. This is not the goal. Please understand this, but it's a beautiful thing, because soul food came from leftovers. They had leftovers. They had the grease from the food that was still there. They had flour, and that's how they invented. I'm so fucking hungry. That's how they invented the food. Fried food was that, right? They would eat. It's thing that you would see in soul food, you wouldn't eat yourself, but it's delicious, right? And surprisingly, in a lot of Asian culture, and it's to me it's insane because, and again, I hope I don't sound too racial. When I think about Asian countries, I think about noodles. I think about rice. I think about sushis, right? But they're very strong on fried chicken. Japan is one of the biggest fried chicken eater, right? Fried chicken is one of the cheapest meat, and once again, it is a great cheap way to make some delicious food. And I know the price of fried chicken did raise a lot lately, but still, go to fucking KFC, get like 10 piece, you'll still pay less than a steak, right? Which is what we're trying to do here. Those Asian countries, to come back to the sausage, they're very strong on spam. And spam is that. Spam is what? Spam is leftover from meat. So what they do, and please, if you're sensitive, don't watch this, okay? You can close the video and we're done with the subject. What they're doing is they'll take more. They'll take bigger quality of content, better quality of meat. There you go. This is where we are. Yeah, we found a way to do this. We found a way to do to watch TikTok in a because oh my god, it's complex. So basically, with TikTok, what you do is shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. I hate when you open something and it's streaming. I hate this. That's why I think it's important to have the intro. Dominic is your boy Ink. Not because you guys like it, and I know you guys like it, and I'm super happy that you guys like it, but more so because you want something to say, hey, this video is starting. If I'm starting the video with streaming, it's not gonna be enjoyable for you. It's not gonna be enjoyable for me. So then we got to disconnect that because otherwise it gives me a little issue because it doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't matter. We had a problem yesterday. We'll figure out how it works. So yeah, so with spam, what they'll do is they'll take a better part of the animals, better part of the meat, and they'll take a part that you're not supposed to eat, but are less tasty. For example, again, we're talking about soul food. Soul food, a lot of the soul food, what they'll do is they'll cook intestine, pork intestine, and I don't know if you had this, but it's not the most delicious thing. However, there's always a way to cook things that are better. Like the spam, it was better cooked. What they'll do in a lot of Asian countries, they'll fry spam. I never heard of that. But, you know, all this to say, there's always a way to elevate poor product. Yes, this is a meat log. Yes, this is not the best thing ever. However, cook it nicely, right? You know what? You don't want to cook? Fine. I don't want to cook either. Take a freaking piece of bread, toast it, take some mayo, put this in the microwave, mayo, this, a bit of ketchup. If you're feeling spicy, add the spice. I was eating a lot of, it's funny because my father, my mom and my dad, they're both very helpful when it comes to my financial situation, right? My mom, she's more like, hey, do you need cash? You need cash? You need cash? And it doesn't matter how much I tell her no, she'll insist, right? What the you see, I'm plugging it and it doesn't work and I don't know why. Okay. Please just work once and you're fucking life. Well, I give up. We're gonna do it after when we're not filming. And my mom, she'll be like, hey, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? And my father will not ask. He will just say, hey, I saw this on special and I got you. And he bought me a lot of hot dog sausages because they're on special on Costco. And trust me, I'm feeling the same way. Who the fuck buys hot dog to help people out? I don't know. But I was tasting the hot dog. Now, is a hot dog one of the best meat ever? No. Is it close to being one of the best meat ever? No. Is it delicious? Absolutely. You know? And please understand, I'm not trying to be offensive, but I'm Canadian, right? Take a piece of single craft, which is a Canadian staple, right? Canadian single craft, they're mainly used to make craft grilled cheese. When you do taste the cheese itself, it's not the greatest. When the grilled cheese melted, it had a lot of taste. It's very flavorful. Hot dogs are the same thing. You wouldn't eat a hot dog like that. But I put it in ramen, I put it in soup, and it really has the taste. I put it in a rice. The rice in itself, that's very bland. You put the sausage in, and the sausage being very salty, they'll come and salt up the rice. And it'll make it have a decent product. So, this is why I'm more lenient for this. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, and you're looking for a lot simpler way to check it out, super simple. We had a product. It wasn't great. We had a product. We thought it was okay. It wasn't something I would buy again. However, I'm not a cook. And I'm trying to tell you guys, it's still food. There's way to interpret food. If slaves are able to make food that we're still eating today, now I want you to tell me the truth, right? So I want you to put yourself in a plantation, right? And I know this is gonna be very racially charged. What do you think they're eating? Right? Cool. Now, are we still eating soul food? Yes. Soul food is still part of the culture versus the food that the quote unquote elite was eating. And on that note, soul food had a bigger, better cultural impact. See, with food, it's such because it's meat log. If I had more, it's super simple. For the meat log, if we had more money, we'd do it. And you guys saw it. You guys are witness to that. We did it countless of times. Tournament. We did it countless of times. How many times have I eaten chicken wings? Is chicken wings the best piece of meat? No. Are they one of the easiest thing to cook? Yes. See? And chicken wings, at the same time, yes, it's a bit more expensive. See, now it's working. Don't ask me why, okay? Do not ask me why. It's working now. Did you see me touch? Nothing. It's really odd. It's working. Don't ask me why. That's pretty much it. To be honest. See, with chicken wings, I could have bought some steaks. Right? That's pretty much it. Anyway, that's enough. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink. It's your blink. Welcome to our show. Guys are doing well. Guys are having a wonderful day. Okay. On this 14 May 2025, I want to show you the nature corn. Because we're very lucky, because about 40 minutes ago, we had the shittiest nature corn, which was clouds, and I wouldn't film, so we're very lucky to have something to film. Now, this video isn't about the nature corn. This video is about nature corn. So this is about the intro. Today is gonna be a very simple day. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling weird because I did a mental health update. I'm in limbo. I'm stuck in between not feeling good and feeling good, right? Like, for example, today was a really good day. I am so sorry. There's something I can do with my neighbor. If they're allowing me to talk on the balcony, I have to allow them to make noise on their balcony, right? Space, living together. See, in the intro today, I wanted to do so much content. At the end, you know what we did? We fixed the fucking radio. I had a radio and I fixed it. Because I don't know how I fixed it, but it took me like an hour and a half and I fixed it. I perfected it on fixing things. I said, okay, well, we had ideas on how to make, for example, we don't feel good about playing the tower a lot or as much. We found another game and we're doing something better. Today was a day of... We've been up since 12. It is 7:30. Today has been a day of kind of behind the scene, and I don't do that. And it's fun because yesterday we did a... so this is going to be my intro. This is going to be my mental health update because I have a hard time focusing today. So might as well go crazy and go in chaos. Intro. Gonna make some videos. I want to stream. I'm gonna make some more videos. I want to post. I'm gonna go to my father's house tomorrow because I had an interview today, and I'm having I'm calling my father, and he's saying you're having a problem on the phone, but I'm calling everybody else, and they don't have problem. Now my father is a great person, but very stubborn. He has problem on his phone. He isn't gonna say, "Hey, I have issues," on my phone. So he wants to talk. I'll go see him. Right? That's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So mental health today was kind of crazy. Today was more day. There's a day where you're very productive. I think that's the problem I was talking about yesterday. We had we had like 4 years of making content, and yes, in that time there's a lot of behind the scene, which is catching up. You see, the behind the scene is never in front of. It's always fixing a problem. So, for example, we are working behind the scene to figure out how to dual, or now it's 4 streams. So YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. So we're doing that, right? It takes a lot of time because there's one thing to take care of, right? And then the behind the scene, it's a great thing that I'm doing. It's a great thing. However, it is answering an issue. It is answering a problem, which is what I want to stream on multiple platforms at the same time. I want to stream. We're posting the same content on YouTube and on TikTok. You think I'm gonna do different stream on different platforms? No, I'm gonna do the same fucking thing. Then I'm gonna allow you guys to have. To use your favorite media. You prefer Twitch? Go on Twitch. Prefer YouTube? You go on YouTube. You prefer TikTok? Go on TikTok. It's the same exact thing, which is great. So today is behind the scene, and for the first time in a long time, I'm not saying in the last 4 years it never happened, but it didn't happen enough. So today was a day of behind the scene. Like I said, I fixed the radio. So the fixing the radio came, and this is the craziest part. Did I need to fix the radio? No. Do I need the radio? No. Am I listening to the radio? No. So why do we fix the radio? Well, first of all, there's a part of this radio emotionally valued a lot. This is a gift that I got for my 16th birthday, which doesn't matter because it's a radio. Who gives a shit? However, there's a lot more than that. So when I came to the apartment, again, I didn't have cash. I didn't have the antenna. I didn't have Wi-Fi. I didn't have cable. I had emulators, right? So I used to play Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. But I wanted the radio, and the radio was this one. And it's been in my possession for now 17 years. Just to tell you guys, I'm 32. So I've owned this radio for longer than half my life, which is crazy. So I fixed it. Now the truth is, I fixed it because about 2 weeks ago, we were listening to the coverage, middle coverage. Now the governmental coverage was fun. It was nice to do. However, had to do it on the computer, and the computer doesn't really have the greatest audio. Now, we could have done it on the phone. However, the phone, they were overeating. We were already playing the tower. We were filming. Understand? So that's what it is. So we fixed it, right? We cleaned the apartment, which was good. That's pretty much it. It's so fucking funny because we cleaned this phone so much that now we have 183 gigs of free data. And that is pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So this is my day. We also figured out how to do a TikTok and doing it on a automatic, which is really good. And that is pretty much it. We've been also thinking a lot about where the channel going. Because yesterday I was talking about how I wanted to give up. And I had the mentality, I had the idea of stopping making content. So now, we're in a position right now. Don't worry, I'm not gonna stop making content today. We're motivated today, in a good mood. I've had idea. I want to create content, right? Today, is gonna be about. We'll do another video. For now, that's it. This is my mental health. We'll do it how it affects me. Okay? Awesome. Sounds good. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. at least we had a couple of minutes of nice weather, right? At the very least. Okay. Think. You dummy. Fuck. I unplugged it. Don't link is your buying. Welcome to our show. Guys are doing well. Guys are having a wonderful day on this 14 May 2025. Today we're talking about a product we're tasting. We're tasting Rockstar. What I really enjoy is we've been tasting a lot of Rockstar lately, and I just realized something. They had changed their design on certain can. And I'm not even sure as to why. I always ask myself, why did they change that? Why did they change? Why did they change? Well, we have our freaking answer, ladies and gentlemen. And the freaking answer was this is a zero sugar. So this is the Ultra. Today we're tasting pineapple and mango blast. If you're asking me, the blast is just to sell, right? It's pineapple and mango. Technically speaking, it's a really good mixture. Someone, sometimes ago, told me something that is really interesting. Really interesting. We're watching some TikTok, if you don't mind. Oh, we're also filming the Nature Choir. And we're also doing a bunch of stuff, dude. But, technically speaking, honestly speaking, so they told me, what grows together tastes good together. Right? And yeah, so pineapple and mangoes are both tropicals. Mango to me is a lot more sweet, but mango still has this little bit of a bitter flavor, and the pineapple is the same thing, bitter and sweet. So I'm actually really interested in seeing this, right? I'm not so sure though. So the first thing we're gonna be checking out is the color. I have to be careful with the wire because it is very sensitive. Zdrovia. Ooh, wow. Do you see? Fuck it, it's too late. Okay, so I have an after hurry. There's a little bit of foam, which is actually really nice. Really nice. Mangoes, they have this foam. I don't know why that's what's in the product or in the fruit, but there is a foam. So without further ado, let's taste it. Okay. Now from the can. It's always more important to taste from the can because this is the way it's supposed to be tasted. You don't go to a restaurant and say, hey, can you put this in another bowl, right? Nice. I think it tastes good. I think it tastes. How can I say this? It's so odd because I like to talk. I like to describe this, right? And then I do feel like this is good is enough. The mango pineapple really works well together. There's a really nice harmony. I'm puzzled because it's weird because there's a very similar taste, right? It's hard to understand where the mango starts and the pineapple ends. However, they're both good. It's nice. You see, I think, but this one, it's just, and I hate doing this, I hate saying this, and I hate using this term, but it's exactly what you expect it would be. I feel like saying this means, oh, it's boring, but it's not boring. It's exactly you're expecting mango and pineapple. So let's see how I would have liked it. I would have liked when you eat mango, there's a bit of tickling on your tongue. There's a little bit of ticklish. The pineapple does that. The mango. Right now, I'm tasting a bit more the mango. You, the way you do it is you think about a pineapple juice or you're doing a mango juice, and the mango juice is more the taste I'm getting here. It is very sweet. I would have liked it a little bit more bitter. However, I'm getting the blast. The blast is a blast of sugar, which is not a bad thing. I know it sounds like a bad thing, but it's not. Good, good. We had a tournament, by the way. So the tournament is very important. Oh, my apologies. Let's go. It's just a delicious drink. It's really nice. I don't know if I'm in my own head, but I'm thinking I have to talk about something I said last week, which is the perfect description for that. It's not something oomph. It's not something that's incredible. It's not something that's delicious. It is pretty average. However, I'll be completely honest. If I'm going to a store and I'm seeing this, I'm actually buying it because it's delicious. It's delicious. It's not your quote unquote. It's not a quote unquote energy drink because it doesn't feel like an energy drink, but it's delicious. So you would say, you know what, this is good. And to me, this is a bit more because that's what I was trying to say last week and I didn't succeed. But a lot of it is simpler term. I would go ahead and say it's tough. It's tough. In a perfect world, I don't feel like okay, let's put it like that, right? I don't feel like it's an energy drink. I feel like it's a juice, right? It's more so a juice than an energy drink. However, it is more. It's better than a juice. It's more so along the line of soft drink, almost soda-ish. I kind of want to say that it's a very bland soda. More juice. It's the perfect mixture between a juice and a soda, to be honest. Again, it doesn't feel like a energy drink, which is for some people a good thing, some people a bad thing. You can see that I'm looking elsewhere because we're a bit in our head today. And that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. It's actually good. I would actually recommend this. Now, guys are like, why didn't you just say that? Why are you making this complicated? There's a big reason why I'm making this complicated. I have a hard time saying this is not good because it's not true. It is good. But there's something in your brain, right, that works. I call placebo effect. If I'm tired and I'm using a energy drink, and I'm using it as a way to cope with the fatigue, right? It's like, hey, I'm tired. My first reaction is what? I need a coffee. No, you need to sleep. You need to sleep, right? But I can't, so I would use the energy drink. Now, if what I'm drinking, which is this one, if this doesn't feel like an energy drink, my brain will not process as an energy drink. Now, the chemicals, the taurine, the caffeine is the same. However, how it affects you is completely different, right? And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So great drink. Okay, great drink, not the best energy drink. Ultimately speaking, I also have to specify something. And this is one of the most important, if not the most important part of it. I have to give some point to Rockstar here. The only other company that does it is Muncher, and they do a Muncher Ultra. Now, if you look at the Ultra flavor, they're very different from their main flavor. Yesterday we had a coffee, Irish coffee, right? But you look at it and you look at, okay, that doesn't matter because it's coffee. Look at most of Monster normal flavor and then go with Ultra. Completely different, right? So with Rockstar, it's different also. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna give them a shout out for doing something different. And you think I'm the only one that thinks that? No, a lot of people they will not buy Ultra because of that. That's pretty much it. Guess what? Great drink, not a great energy drink. Best juice I've had in a long ass time. But I'm not looking to buy some juice. That's pretty much it. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. My apologies. My apologies. Apologies. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the show. Continuing on with having a wonderful day on this 14 May 2025. Today we're doing good. Today we're doing okay. Today we're going to be talking about a subject we talked about yesterday. This is a part two. It's not a part two. It is a redo. It is another version of the video I did yesterday. Because the video I did yesterday, what is the video? This is a video for the gaming channel. So don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to another video. Welcome to another show. You guys are having a great gaming day on this 14 May. So what we're doing right now is I made a video yesterday talking about something that was important to me that is still extremely important for me now. We made a video yesterday and I was watching the video and I was having a hard time understanding myself. So we're doing it, right? So this video is based on 5 games. You know what? It's based on 2 games, but let's add a genre, okay? Is that good? So if you were to look for original, it would be my Eternal AFK Era. And this is my Eternal AFK Era version number 2. So yesterday we were talking about how Final Fantasy was a perfect game. And I was aiming to go for Final Fantasy, right? So I wanted to redo that, and I wanted to talk about this, and then we're going to be doing a video on my new strategy for Final Fantasy. So let's do it in the proper sense of the term. What is Final Fantasy? What is the Tower? What is AFK? They're both AFK games, okay? So Final Fantasy was a game that I found not on purpose. I got lucky and I found it. I was in an apartment that had no Wi-Fi. I needed an offline game. That was an offline game. It was a great game. So the Final Fantasy is what? Final Fantasy is saving the princess. Basically, you think you're a princess, you got 3 heroes, you got 3 hero with skin. Each skin that you get some points, you get some allies, they help you because you don't tap. So it's about going and saving the princess. Now you're able to rebirth. See, my hairs are long and now it's scratching my nose. Rockstar, Pineapple Mango Blast. So with Final Fantasy, what happened is, when you're stuck, you rebirth. When you rebirth, you get treasure. And the treasure, they give you passive effects. There's a bunch of passive effects. I'm not gonna push it. I'm not gonna say what it is because there's so many of them, right? I don't think that you guys are asking me what it is. It's a great game. Now, what happened is, it's one of the games that I hated the most. I'm just gonna be charging my battery because I'm gonna need the battery, the external battery. Okay. Ooh, guess what, guys? I got something for you. Isn't that nicer? That's a lot nicer. That is a lot nicer. Okay, so we're back. Okay, so we're back. It was just about charging the phone. I'll show you. We have a battery. We have the headphones charging, so that's great. The computer isn't the best charging device. However, there's 2 USB spot or port and I can charge the battery, external batteries, the GoPro, if I want. It's crazy when you think about how many devices you have to charge. Now, why did I hate Final Fantasy? Because that's where we were. Final Fantasy was a game that I hated because this was my first game where I paid money for, and I put in a lot of time. So Final Fantasy, wife was so in love with it. It was the first ROG I ever played, but it was also a game that has no narrative. So what I would do is I would watch the whole day movies. I would go download movie out of YouTube and watch it on top of the screen. And at the bottom, I would play the game. It was a game that had no narrative, but you still had to input. You still had to click chest, and then you get some diamond, right? And it's tougher because I really fell in love with this game. And if I'm being completely honest, and I talked about this yesterday, but that was what? It was 2014, 2015. The mobile game era of 2014-15 wasn't great. The only good thing that you had was emulator. Now, emulator, they're a great thing, but they come at a price, a big price. So the emulator on the phone was a PSP, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, right? And those games you could put them at 3 times the speed, 4 times the speed, 8 times the speed. I would do in the morning. This is a true story. In the morning, if I started early enough, I had time to finish Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Silver, and I had time to beat both. Now, technically, that's not true. I would only beat the normal game and Silver. Silver, there's a post game. I wouldn't do it because, again, the post game is the first game. Long story short, I finished a lot of the games. I was like, this is the same time over and over and over again. I remember one of the nicest game that I've played on emulator was Minish Cap. It was a really good game, right? So yeah. Now, how can I put this? It's so hard to put it. I got tired of emulator. Right? Then we started looking for a mobile game, and I found Tap2Z. Tap2Z, I was playing it 8 hours a day. You don't even understand. I was playing 8 hours a day, normally. I was reading manga for 8 hours, because my phone needed to charge. And I would go to sleep, and I would rebirth so I could go back in the next morning. But then Nanu did something that I fucking hated. And I put in a lot of money. I'm ashamed of how much I put. I put in $400. Now, why am I ashamed? It's a game that I love, so I shouldn't be ashamed. I wasn't working, so that $600 was money that I had, but I should have spent in a better way, right? In a better way. And Nanu was my very first game where they fucked me over. This is a fuck me over sign. What they did was they did a end of contract. They did a end of TOS. No, what is it? Enigma of Sepia. So end of services. Yeah. So they stopped the game, and then what they did was, and that was a really cool thing that they did. Let's say it was in August, and then in September, they would tell you in August, hey, guess what? You lost the game. So I put it on the tablet, and the tablet broke a couple months after. So then the Final Fantasy, there was no updates. The game, you couldn't even download it anymore. So yeah, so I fell out of it, and I was like, fuck you, right? And it was funny because I thought about it because I was playing The Tower, and The Tower is a very similar game. And then I was thinking about it, and I re-downloaded it because I refound it under another company name. So the other company bought the right to the game, and they have the game. This is the base game, so there's no update, there's no event. It's just a base game, but it's still a working game. It's still working. So then we were in The Tower, right? And the Tower, to me, was a perfect game, but those two games are very similar. In fact, they're AFK. So The Tower, have you seen me moving a lot or touching the screen a lot? The answer is no. Nice Nice. Okay, so now we're in trouble here. So let's fix up. No, 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 no. Hey, no, 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 no. My apologies. Very good. Very good. You just have to do this because it's tournament. And it's kind of funny because I'm pretending like we have a tournament. Maybe we don't have a tournament. Maybe I'm just showing you how much input I have to put in. So years later, right? And then this is the trick. This is the trick. When a good. It's tough. Cause after Final Fantasy Z, I kind of fuck, man. So we played Final Fantasy for a year, and then eventually I found a job, and I was still playing Final Fantasy. And then what ended up happening was, I was like, okay, well, fuck you, right? Fuck you. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna play on a I'm not gonna be playing at all on a mobile game. So what I did, I bought a PS4. And I had a job then, so I was able to buy myself some stuff. It wasn't a problem buying some stuff. Then with the PS4, I was playing, and ultimately speaking, the PS4 was a great console because so many games, right? And then we started making content, so we of course started to stream on the PS4, and then I had my depression, and then we started playing The Tower. Now, The Tower was a game that was very special for me. There's a bunch of other games that we played in between, but the most important part is The Tower, because it's also an AFK game. The Tower came in my place because I did a depression in 2023. My depression was led by bullying, but ultimately speaking, it wasn't... The important part isn't why I had a depression. The important part is I had a depression, right? And then what ended up happening, which was also super important, was the fact that see, when we started making content, I was a gaming channel, right? Which is what we're doing right now. And the gaming channel, it was nuts because I took something that I love, which was gaming, and I made content about it, right? But then I felt bad, and I still feel bad playing games that I'm not recording, because I'm like, dude, this is content. You could do some content with it, right? So then what happened is we found a tower. I got a depression, right? And the depression lasted 2 months, and the craziest thing is I had the tower. Now, ultimately speaking, the tower, I wasn't supposed to play it. I was looking for we had a big storm, a big rainstorm, and we didn't have Wi-Fi. We didn't have anything. So I was looking for just how bad it is. We had this electric or this I had this solar battery, and I was using the solar battery to fix up my phone, right? And I was watching The Tower, and I was watching Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Binged the two series, and I want to say like less than a month, let's say 3 weeks. And for 3 weeks I played The Tower, and then I started making content. But then I realized I could play The Tower in the background, right? So then we played it for a year because I had a job, and I love The Tower. I really, really, really enjoyed playing The Tower. However, what ended up happening was I got bored of The Tower. I got really bored of The Tower, and it's tough. It's tough. It's tough because I got bored because this is a game where there's a lot of grinding. So The Tower, game like that, you'll break down walls, and you'll have a huge part of, okay, so you'll increase a little bit, you'll face a wall. Oh, I improved just a bit to break down that wall, and because I improved so much to break that wall, I'm able to improve and move forward until the next wall. So long story short, we played The Tower. I did another depression last year in October, and my answer to depression was we created 2 more playthroughs of The Tower. So we got this one, which is the shield. We got this one, which is the sword, and this one, which is the crown, right? 3 different playthrough, and it was the best thing I ever did because I was making 3 hours of content. A day has 24 hours. With the 3 playthrough, I had a possibility for 72 hours of content. Now, ultimately speaking, this is not a lot, but to put it in a year is 350 days. I had enough content to make for 1,000 days, right? In 10 years, I'm gonna do a career worth of content, which is insane. So then, when I felt better, it was a big problem. It was a huge problem, because I felt like doing something else. I felt like playing games. I felt like, and I didn't know what to do because I had 3 playthrough. The 3 playthrough are good, but at the same time, it's not good because we have this phone. This phone is my main phone. This phone is just a film. I like the camera. I like the size of the phone. I like the camera when I'm doing selfies. Of course, landscape and filming with lens on the back of the camera of the phone. The S24 Plus Ultra is better for sure. And then we have a tablet. This tablet is so old that the only thing that works is the tower, and I'm extremely lucky the tower even works. So yeah. So Jen, what ended up happening was I was like, dude, I always had to play with a 3 channel. I always have to play. And then when I didn't think about it is slowly but surely, I ended up uploading more. Okay, so I never had a problem of I'm filming more than I'm uploading, right? Even if I was to film, an hour is about 8 gigs. With my Wi-Fi, I'm able to upload 9.6 gig per hour. A hour of the tower is 10 gigs. But it's weird because now with the 3 playthrough I'm not able. So then my phone gets full and I cannot play the tower, and now the tower becomes a big problem, a huge problem in itself. Why? For a couple of reasons. So the first reason why the tower becomes a huge problem is I cannot stream if I'm not playing the tower, because I'm like, dude, you could be doing more. Why make an hour of content when you can do 4 hours of content? Now you're saying, dude, how does that make sense? It does make sense. I'm playing an hour of stream, making an hour of content. I got in the background, I got 2 hours, I got 3 hours, I got 4 hours of content. So I had to maximize my thing. Now we find Final Fantasy, which was the rogue game, and I was like, holy shit, this is perfect. This is a game that I love. However, the Final Fantasy, it came in at such a perfect, because we did Archetype, we played Archetype, we played Tokyo Ghoul, right? And there's a lot of reading with Archetype. There's a lot of reading. So what I do is I have one phone that's reading Archetype and the other phone that's playing Final Fantasy. Again, Final Fantasy, no story, it's just tapping the screen. It's boring, but it's fun. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So why did Fantasy is perfect is because per hours it takes 7.68. Yeah, 768 gigs. I'm uploading faster than I'm recording. Uploading faster than I'm uploading. I'm uploading faster than I'm downloading. Which is when I'm playing a game and I'm recording, it's kind of download because you're downloading information. Although it's not a download from a website, it is download from the same source, which is your phone, right? And that's pretty much it. So long story short, Final Fantasy is perfect. Now the trick is, with the tower, I used to play 7-8 hours a day. And now it's not as much. And I feel bad because I want to play more the tower. But then again, we haven't streamed in 2 months because I've been banned off Twitch, right? I'm making content now, I'm filming, but ultimately speaking, it's filling up the phone fucking fast. I can film 5 hours a day. Then I have to upload, right? And that's pretty much it. Now, just to finish with this, because this is taking a long ass fucking time. It's tough, dude. It's tough. It's really tough. Because both of these games are AFK. Both of these games are played in the background. And it's fun because you guys like it. You guys like a game that's more relaxed. It's a lot more relaxed. It's just an absent. It's just a time killer. Time killer is a perfect word. It's an AFK, you know. Oh, I died. I died at 690. Rank number 2, baby. And the first rank is myself. Yeah, it's myself. I'm fighting myself at the tournament. Because again, we got 2 playthrough. So, just this to say, AFK, but then AFK became such a nice part. Good. Fuck yeah. Good. Give me a sec. Oh, tired. Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so continue. With the AFK, it's nice, and I have Final Fantasy, but ultimately speaking, what I was talking about is AFK is such a beautiful thing. For example, I'm filming something. I can play a clicker game. The number of clicker game that there is crazy. The number of game like the Tower, there's so many of them. There's so many of them. Mobile gaming is such a enterprise, such a business, such there's so much out of it, and I have no clue. I just feel good about making it. I just feel good about making some content that I can disconnect. I can relax. To be honest, I cannot watch a movie without wanting to do a review. I cannot play a game without having to record it. I cannot watch something to do just every single fucking day, you know? And it sucks. It really sucks because I want to be able to relax, but I'm not able to relax because I don't allow myself to relax, you know? And yeah, that's pretty much it. So AFK is going to be taking a part of the channel. It's going to be taking a big to medium part of the channel. I just think it's a... why is it not working? Why am I not able to press? Oh, let's go. Let's take some place, and this is gonna be it. This is gonna be it. We'll see how it goes, but for right now, I'm extremely excited about AFK content. That's a weird thing to say. That is a really, really weird thing to say. And that is pretty much it. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. What? First time happening. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to...
Hey, do you want to hang out tonight? Yeah, sure. What time were you thinking? I gotta run home real quick, so why don't we meet up around 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock? Yeah. PM? Yes. Jamais bon dans ce temps-là. Ah, intéressant. Je pense qu'on va être au restaurant. Je veux tout de suite savoir c'est quoi ma condition. Yes, sir. Je capote de feu pour tango. C'est capoté. Une belle, bien sûr, oui.
Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to the Counter Show. Guys are doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 14 May 2025. I know it's dark. Don't worry, this is the last video of the day, so we're almost done, so which is great-o. Today we're talking about Final Fantasy. Guess what? We did a little oopsie, a little oopsie-poopsie. A lot of things are going to change in Final Fantasy. So this Final Fantasy is a game that we start playing more seriously last week. We've been playing every day since then. And I realized how much time I've put in. So in 1 week, we put in 16 hours of... more than that, way more than that. Let's say we put 20 to 25 hours on it. Okay, give me a sec. The tower. We've been playing a lot of the the Final Fantasy Z. And why is that important? Because we've been playing more Final Fantasy Z than the tower, and this made me rethink my approach to the game. We bought today my first pack, probably the last pack. We'll do the tree skin. We bought the 1,000. I think it's 10,000 gem. Right. That's pretty much it. That is actually pretty much it. Okay. 38. Good. 48%. So we're gonna be having to, because I want to go out and get some food. So long story short, because we're playing so much, my approach used to be, let's get all of the warrior skin, let's get all of the allies. So the plan is, warrior skin has a lot of health, right? This is my first, by the way, first Final Fantasy talk. This is my first strategy talk. We did it a lot with the tower, which is one of the main games that we're playing. So this is something we're doing almost on a daily. Final Fantasy, it used to be about the warrior health, right? Health, allies, attack. I don't need to be strong. My allies are gonna take care of everything, right? Now the thing that's going on, because we're playing a lot, the craziest thing is it's completely changed. So I think it's weird. It's really weird. Because long story short, we're doing the same thing that we did the first time, which was the warrior. Now the trick is, because we're playing a lot, I realized that even the allies, upgrading the allies, what does it do? Upgrading my hero is way more, give me a bigger result than anything else. And then we're upgrading the weapons, we're upgrading the skills, which we're playing on a more aggressive way. We just bought, once again, a pack. I have 30 days of Silverfinger. So what I'm going to do, which is completely different, is I'm going to be increasing, instead of buying every single archer, instead of buying every single warrior skin, I'm going to be buying every single archer skin to get the most damage. What we'll do is, we'll do everything we can to go as far as possible. Then we'll reach a wall where no matter what I do, I can't. So what we'll do is, we'll rebirth. So why are we doing this? Why is that important right now? Why are we even talking about this right now? Because the ultimate plan would be to go to work, leave one phone, which is this one, at home, the whole day filming some Final Fantasy, right? And what I could do is, instead of, because the tower right now, we're playing the tower a lot, it takes a lot of space. Final Fantasy doesn't take that much space. It takes space, but not that much. So we would go to work for 8 hours, but that's when we're gonna be playing less. And then we're gonna be able to increase our health and allies, right? So right now, a lot more. But this is the craziest thing. So usually what we would do with your warrior skin, we would do Angelica, which is healing, right? So we will do 4 things. Only warrior, allies, Angelica, and then priest skin. Now what we're gonna do is Greedy Goblin. We just bought Greedy Goblin today. It's already really helpful because the Rusted Key is a huge bonus. The biggest is the biggest bonus, right? And that's pretty much it. What am I forgetting? I'm forgetting something. So we would go, like I said, we'll go as far as possible. Greedy Goblin is the way to go. We're gonna do the skin. Then we'll do everything we can to be striking as strong as possible. So the biggest thing that I've bought, the biggest thing that I've bought was the Dragon Breath. Now the Dragon Breath, there's a very special thing. We're tapping fast enough, or we're getting the mana fast enough to have the Dragon Breath to 4, then we'll recover 4. So all I have to do is resist the first floor, and then we'll go all the way back to the boss. And the boss, by the time I'm at the boss, I recover all my health. I have full mana, so we're good. And it's if we're not first strike, we have a lot of chances to beat the boss. Now, ultimately speaking, even with the skins, even if I don't have all the skin of the warrior, right? The warrior, I can upgrade my weapon, and I can upgrade my weapon, I can upgrade my weapon. Warrior, priest, archer, and we'll still go. The goal, the ultimate goal, what it is to get to 100. Now, right now we're at 51. Why 100? Because at 100, I'll be able to get the ultimate skin, which is the Awakening Stone level 10. We'll have some really good ability, and then if I can do that and then rework, I'll be super happy, because that's pretty much it. So yeah, so this is the goal. This is the Tactics Talk, and this is it for the video. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. We're still live. We're still on. Wow, 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 wow. Don't blink, you blink. Hope you guys are doing well, because they're having a wonderful day on this 14 May 2025. Today we're talking about the tower. We're doing a tower talk. This is the biggest tower talk, and this is a very heavy tower talk. So, tower talk, I announced that I'm stopping playing tower talk. Now, I know what you're saying, dude. Are you really stopping? Not really. So we have uno, dos, tres. So the plan. We are watching some TikTok drama, which is fucking phenomenal. Fucking phenomenal. So the ultimate... Ow. Ow. I bit my own cheek. It's so odd, because the tower is still a game that I play a lot. So, long story short, let's start with the beginning. I've been playing the tower for a year. Due to depression, I realized how much I did like the tower, and I still do like the tower. However, the tower came at a price. The tower came at a price of I had to be streaming. I had to be doing something else in the background. I had to be uploading videos, right? And now we're not doing this. We are not. We're just playing the tower. So we played for 3 months just the tower, and I'm tired of the tower. I love the tower, but it's not a game that I want to play. I want to play in the background, not as a main game. And I don't think nobody plays the tower like I do. People play when they sleep, right? We even have the I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We've been playing Final Fantasy Z, and that's another AFK game, and I realize how much I'm in love with the concept of AFK versus the concept of the tower, right? AFK being able to do something different thing than just focusing on it. So again, this is like making the content is a plan B, and we treat it as a plan A. And I love the tower, and I always love the tower, but right now we're gonna be playing less. We're gonna be still playing, but we're gonna be playing as we sleep. We're gonna be playing as we stream. We're trying to stream tomorrow or today, I'm not sure. Right now for the tower also, we will play when we sleep. So it's gonna be 3. So when we make content, when we're streaming, and when we go to sleep. So we will do a lot more at tower, but a lot less. It's still the same amount of time, or even more. It's such a hard thing to even comprehend. Such a hard thing to comprehend. So in the first option, we are playing as much, a bit less, but almost as much. Right? But it's not going to be as present. It's going to be like, okay, well, in the background. And it's going to be what the tower was supposed to be. It's going to be what the tower has been multiple times over the years. And it's a great thing. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. I absolutely love this game. and I don't want to give it up, but at the same time, I think that's a problem. I don't want to give up on the tower, but I do have to pass to put priorities, finding a job, making more content. We spend so many years, so many hours playing the tower, and we could have done something more productive in the background, and that's a problem because we made some choices, and there possibly wasn't the best choice, you know, and that's life.